In this video, we are going to design a lag compensator. Actually, the given problem is a unity feedback system has an open loop transfer function g of s equal to k divided by s into 1 plus 2s. Design a suitable lag compensator so that phase margin is 40° and steady state error for the ramp input is less than or equal to 0.2. So now from the given problem, actually steady state error for the ramp input is less than or equal to 0.2. So we know steady state error less than or equal to 0.2. So we already know the formula for steady state error when the input is ramp. When the input is ramp, the steady state error equal to ESS less than or equal to 1 by kV. So we know kV already. kV equal to velocity error constant equal to limit s tends to 0 s g of s into h of s. So this is the formula. So from this we know actually according to the given problem it is a unity feedback system. Therefore h of s equal to 1. So here we have to substitute limit s tends to 0. Now s, what is the g of s? G of s equal to k divided by s into 1 plus 2s into 1. So now, both s will cancel. If we substitute s equal to 0, here we will get kv equal to k. So now we know already ESS less than or equal to 1 by kV. So we know ESS equal to 0.2. So we can consider ESS equal to 0.2 because it is less than or equal to 0.2. Therefore kV equal to 1 by ESS. So 1 by 0.2 equal to 5. Therefore kV equal to k equal to 5. So now this is the first step, calculation of gain k. Next one is step 2, board plot of uncompensated system. Actually in the first step we calculated the value of k. So from that given gain g of s equal to k divided by s into 1 plus 2s. This is the given open loop gain. So in the first step we calculated the k value, k equal to 5. Here we have to substitute s into 1 plus 2s. So now here we have to substitute, let for drawing board plot we have to substitute s equal to j omega. Therefore g of j omega equal to 5 divided by j omega into 1 plus 2 j omega. So from this we have to draw the board plot. So first we can consider the magnitude plot. So for drawing magnitude plot, so we have to find the corner frequency. Actually we see, so only 1 plus s term. It means only one term which is having 1 plus j omega. Therefore j omega's coefficient is 2. This is the only corner frequency. Omega c1 equal to 1 by 2 equal to 0.5. So this is the only one corner frequency. So now in this table, in the tabulation 1, first we can consider term, the next corner frequency. Corner frequency in terms of radian per second. Next third column is slope, decibel per second. Fourth one is change in slope. Change in slope in terms of decibel per second. So from this, so first we have to take the j omega alone term. So first we can say 5 divided by j omega. Next term is 1 divided by 1 plus 2 j omega. Therefore 1 divided by 1 plus j 2 omega. So these two are the first two terms. So corner frequencies. So according to the procedure, for this we should not consider the corner frequency. The slope is, if it is only one term j omega, we see j omega in the numerator means we have to consider plus 20 decibel. If it is j omega in the denominator is, we have to consider minus 20 decibel. Suppose j omega square means we have to multiply with 2. Here j omega square means we have to multiply with 2 into minus 20 decibel. So now from this only one term j omega, therefore here plus 20, sorry, that to 1 by j omega, therefore minus 20 decibel per second. So here dash. In the next step we see here also only one term. Here corner frequency is 0.5, we already calculated. So now for this also minus 20 because only its order is 1, therefore minus 20. So here the slope is, so to calculate the slope first we have to consider minus 20, then we have to add with this value minus 20. So minus 40 decibel per second is the change in slope. So from this, so what we have to do, so we have to take a frequency, that we have to take a lower corner frequency and higher corner frequency. So this is the only one corner frequency below which we can select one frequency, that is nothing but lower corner frequency. So here corner frequency is 0.5. So when compared to 0.5, if we select less than 0.5, we can consider 0.1 radian per second as a lowest corner frequency. Above 0.5, any frequency we can select as a highest corner frequency, omega h. So we can consider 10 radian per second as a highest corner frequency. So now we have to find the gain. So we know formula to calculate the gain is, let gain A equal to magnitude of G of j omega in decibel. So now at omega equal to lowest corner frequency, we can say omega L. The procedure is for calculating gain A equal to 20 log, open its gain first term. From the tabulation we have to consider the first term, 5 divided by j omega equal to 20 log 5 divided by, what is the omega? Here omega equal to omega, lowest corner frequency. Lowest corner frequency is 0.1, therefore its value is 34 decibel. Next, at omega equal to corner frequency omega c, we have to use the same procedure. A 20 log 5 divided by j omega equal to now 20 log 5. What is the corner frequency? We know the from the given problem corner frequency is 0.5. So here we have to use 0.5. So now the decibel is plus 20 decibel. Next one is highest corner frequency we have to consider, omega equal to omega h. So A equal to, so for this we have to use a procedure like slope from omega c to omega h. So what is the slope while moving omega c to omega h? Into log omega h divided by omega c plus the slope at omega equal to omega c. It means at previous gain, omega equal to omega previous gain. Previous gain is this one. It means gain at omega equal to omega c. Therefore gain A equal to, what is the slope? From the tabulation while moving corner frequency to highest corner frequency. So this is the slope. This is the corner frequency. From this corner frequency to next highest frequency, when it is moving, its slope is minus 40 decibel per second. So therefore its slope is minus 40 decibel into log omega h equal to, we selected highest corner frequency is 10, log 10 divided by actual corner frequency is 0.1. Therefore we will get minus 32 decibel. So we can say this is point A, this is point B, this is point C. So likewise we can consider point A, point B, point C. Next one is we have to calculate for drawing phase plot. For drawing phase plot, So we have to consider the phi angle. Phi equal to angle of g of j omega. So from this equation, first term we have to consider 1 by j omega. So actually for calculating angle, if it is 1 by j omega, the angle should be minus 90. If it is j omega, the angle should be plus 90. Suppose j omega square means we have to multiply with 2. 1 by j omega square means we have to multiply with 2 here. But according to the equation, here 1 by j omega. So for this angle is minus 90. Then next term is 5 divided by, that also we have to consider 1 by 1 plus 2j omega. Therefore that is also minus tan inverse of, what is the imaginary part here? Here imaginary part is 2 omega, real part is 1. Therefore 2 omega divided by 1. So we can say 2 omega. So now phi equal to minus 90 minus tan inverse of 2 omega. So this is the formula for calculating angle for various value of omega. So we know already corner frequency 0.5. So we have to select here. We have to select various value of omega based on the corner frequency. So here corner frequency is 0.5. So we can select 0.5. Then lower corner frequency. Similarly, we can select, this is highest corner frequency. In between we can select any two value. So it may be 6, this may be 5. So likewise we have to select. First we have to consider, or we have to take a corner frequency, and we already assumed lower corner frequency and highest corner frequency. In between we have to select intermediate corner frequency. So this column should be frequency in terms of radian per second. It is nothing but degree. It means for various value of omega we have to calculate the angle phi. So from this equation we have to substitute omega equal to 0.1. So from this, if we substitute 0.1, we will get the phi 90 minus, here some value will come. If we subtract this and this value, we will get phi. For omega equal to 0.1, we will get angle minus 101 degree. Similarly, we have to substitute omega equal to 0.5. So we will get one value, that is minus 135 degree. Similarly, for omega equal to 6, we will get minus 153 degree. Similarly, for omega equal to 5, we will get minus 174 degree. When omega equal to 10, we will get minus 177 degree. So this is the tabulation for drawing phase plot. So next, by using this magnitude plot tabulation, we can draw the magnitude plot. By using phase plot tabulation, we can draw the phase plot. We have to take a board plot. So we already know this is the x-axis. So according to the scalings, it is omega in terms of radian per second. So we know if we select this as 0.1, this is 1, this is 10, then this line is 100. We know this is 0.2 means 0.1 means 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Then this is 0.2, then 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1. The next one is 2, 3, 4, 5. Likewise it will come. So here this is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. Similarly, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So its order is like power of 10. It means if it is 0.1 mean it is 1. Then 1 into 10, 10. 10 into 10, 100. So likewise it will continue. Then, so for this x-axis we can, y-axis we can select. So here magnitude y-axis we can select 1 unit equal to 10 decibel. For phase angle y-axis, so we can consider 1 unit equal to 10 degree. So now here we can consider 0. Here we can consider 0, then 10, 20, 30, 40. Similarly, minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50. So here minus 10, minus 100, minus 110, minus 120, minus 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. So likewise, so we have to select the y-axis for angle and also y-axis for magnitude in decibel. So now from the magnitude tabulation, so we know from the magnitude tabulation, from the calculation, so we see point A, this is the point A where omega equal to 0.1, omega equal to 0.1, its magnitude is 34 decibel, that is the point A. So here omega equal to 0.1, this is the 0.1 line, magnitude is 34, this is 30, this is 30, this is 40, therefore this will be the 34. So we can say it is a point A. Next, point B. So when omega equal to, it means corner frequency 0.5, omega c equal to 0.5, corresponding magnitude is 20 decibel. Next one is, so this is 0.1, this is 1. So in between 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, this is the 0.5. Therefore corresponding magnitude is 20. So corresponding magnitude is 20. So this is the 20. So we can say this point is B. Similarly, point C. So point C, its magnitude is minus 32 decibel. The highest corner frequency is 10. So for 10, magnitude is minus 32. So we know this is the 10. So now corresponding magnitude is minus 32. So this is, we know this is plus minus 30, this is minus 40. So this is the minus 32. Therefore here 10, here 10, here minus 32. So we can mark this is the point C. So now we have to connect the points A, B and C. So now this is the magnitude plot. We have to connect A and B. Similarly B and C. So from the magnitude tabulation, we see from this tabulation, actually for first term here it is minus same minus 20 decibel. For next slope minus 40 decibel. Therefore here slope is minus 20 decibel per second. Here slope is minus 40 decibel per second. So this is the magnitude plot. Next, from the phase plot tabulation. So this is the tabulation to be used for drawing phase plot. So we see for point 1 angle is minus 101 degree. So we know this is the point 1. This is the point 1. Corresponding angle minus 101. This is the 100. This is 110. So this is point 102. So in between minus 101. So now, so we can say this is the point where angle is minus 101, frequency equal to 0.1. So now next point. Next point is 0.5, angle is minus 135. So this is the 0.5, the angle is minus 135. This is 130, this is 140. So exactly in between center. So we can say this is the center. This is the next second point. Next third one is omega equal to 6, angle is minus 153. Or else we can take omega equal to 5, angle is minus 174 degree. So now angle is omega equal to 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5, angle is minus 174. So this is 180, this is 170, this is the 174. So now omega equal to 5, angle is 174. Next one is here omega equal to 10, angle is minus 177. So this is the omega equal to 10, angle is minus 177. So this is 178, this is 176. So this is the point 177. So now we can connect. So we have to connect. This is the phase plot. So we have to connect. So this is the phase plot. So now for designing lag compensator, next step is, so we have determination of phase margin of uncompensated system. So let phi gc is the phase margin or phase of omega g of j omega at gain crossover frequency. Gamma is the phase margin of uncompensated system. Actually we know this is the uncompensated systems magnitude plot and phase plot. Actually, from this both plot, we know gain crossover, we have to find the gain crossover frequency. Actually, the procedure for gain crossover frequency is, so in this magnitude plot, where it cuts the 0 decibel, the corresponding frequency is gain crossover frequency. We see this is the plot. This plot cuts 0 at this point. We see this 0 decibel. It cuts at this point. The corresponding frequency. So the corresponding frequency is nothing but the gain crossover frequency. So this is the gain crossover frequency. So now here gain crossover frequency value is, for gain crossover frequency, what is the angle? So now for gain crossover frequency, the angle is, we see at gain crossover frequency omega gc. Phase plot is cutting at this point. Actually, it has to come like this. So it cuts at this point. So therefore, corresponding phase angle is nothing but the 5gc. So this is 5gc. So this is 160, this is 170. This point is minus 162 degree. So this is the 5gc. It means angle at gain crossover frequency. Gain crossover frequency is nothing but, so magnitude plot, the frequency at which magnitude plot reaches 0 or cuts 0. So this is 0, magnitude plot crosses 0 point, the corresponding frequency is 5gc. The corresponding frequency, actually the phase plot cuts at one angle, that angle is 5gc. Therefore, from this we know 5gc equal to minus 162 degree. So to calculate phase margin, the formula is, to calculate phase margin, formula is 180, gamma equal to 180 degree plus 5gc equal to 180 plus 5gc. 5g is minus 162 equal to minus 18 degree. Sorry, plus 18 degree. Actually, according to the given problem, the phase margin should be 40 degree. We see from the given problem, phase margin should be 40 degree. Therefore, so we have to move to next step for designing. Actually, the required phase margin is 40 degree, but actual phase margin of the uncompensated system equal to, therefore we have to go into designing lag compensator. So for designing lag compensator, next step is choose a suitable value for phase margin of compensated system to become, actually this is the actual phase margin, this is the required phase margin. So both are not matching. Therefore we have to move into next step. To move next step, what we have to do? So we have to use a formula, new phase margin equal to, it means new phase margin equal to desired, it means given phase margin plus eta. We have to use this formula. So desired phase margin we know from the given problem 40 degree. So initially we have to select eta equal to 5 degree. Therefore that will be the new phase margin 48 degree. So for new phase margin, next we have to, after calculating the new phase margin gamma n equal to 45 degree, so we have to move to next step. In the next step we have to determine the new gain crossover frequency. Actually we know the new phase margin, that is plus 45 degree. So from the phase plot, so from the board plot for 45 degree, we know gamma equal to 180 degree plus 5. Actually, so here this is for new phase margin, but for new phase margin this will become new gain crossover and the new angle at new gain crossover frequency. Therefore from this formula, gamma n is 45 equal to 180 degree 5 GCN. So from this 5 GCN equal to 180 degree minus 45. Therefore it is minus 135 degree. Therefore for minus 130 degree, what will be the omega Cn? So from the both phase plot, what is the frequency at 5GCN equal to minus 135 degree. We know from this plot, this is the minus 135, this is the minus 135. Actually at 135 the plot cuts at this point, exactly at this point. Actually corresponding frequency is 0.5. Therefore, so now omega at 5GCN is nothing but omega GCN equal to 0.5 radian per second. So why we are calculating omega GCN means, actually for next step is determine the parameter beta. To determine the beta value, the formula equal to, for this 5GCN, what is the magnitude in decibel? Magnitude in decibel is, we can say A GCN equal to, what is the value? So from the graph we have to write. Actually we know the formula for calculating beta equal to A GCN equal to 20 log beta. This is the formula for calculating beta. From this beta equal to 10 to the power of A suffix GCN divided by 20. This is the formula. So now from this plot, this is the 5GCN 0.5. Actually the corresponding magnitude we see 0.5. At 0.5 the corresponding magnitude, in decibel is, this is the point, the corresponding value is 20. Therefore here AGCN equal to 20 decibel. Therefore beta equal to 10 to the power of 10 divided by 20. So it is 10 to the power of 1 by 2. So therefore beta, from this beta equal to 10. So now beta equal to 10. Sorry, AGCN is here 20. So 20 divided by 20. So 20, 21. Therefore 1 by 1, 10. So beta equal to 10. Next only we are going to form a transfer function of lag compensator. The formula for finding transfer function of lag compensator, GC of S equal to S plus 1 by T divided by S plus 1 by beta into T. So for this only, to substitute beta only, in the previous step we have calculated beta. So in this step we have to calculate the T value. So for T, the formula to be used equal to, this is 0, this is pole. So for 0 we have to use a formula. The 0 of the compensator is placed at a frequency 1 by 10th of omega GCN. Therefore 1 by 10th of omega GCN is nothing but ZC equal to omega GCN divided by 10. So now what is the omega GCN? So omega GCN is 0.5. Therefore 0.5 divided by 10. So we know 0.5 divided by 10 is nothing but, we know T 0. Actually this is the 0 of the lag compensator equal to 1 by T equal to 1 by 10th of omega GCN. So omega GCN is 0.5. Therefore from this, so we can say 0.05. So omega, now this is 0.05. Therefore T equal to 1 by 0.05 equal to 20. So now T equal to 20. So now here we have to substitute S plus 1 by 20 divided by S plus, what is the value of beta? Beta equal to 10. So 1 by 10 into 20. So this is the transfer function of lag compensator. Actually the formula to calculate the transfer function of the lag compensator equal to beta into 1 plus st divided by 1 plus s beta t. So we calculated t value and beta value. So we have to substitute t equal to 20, beta equal to 10, t equal to 20. So 10 into 20, 200. T equal to 20. So 1 plus 20 into s divided by 1 plus 200 into s. So this is the transfer function of the lag compensator. So now next step is determine the open loop transfer function of the compensator. So we know the structure of compensator. Actually the structure will be, so this box represents the given open loop transfer function. So this box will represents the lag compensator's transfer function. Actually the given open loop transfer function equal to 5 divided by s into 1 plus 2s. This is the given open loop transfer function. Next, lag compensator's transfer function is 10 into 1 plus 20s divided by 1 plus 200s. So now here we see actually this gain is multiplied with a factor 10. In some problems the 10 should not come. Therefore to nullify the 10, so we have to use, actually this is a beta. So therefore we have to use 1 by beta. So 1 by beta is 1 by 10. So this is the structure of a open loop transfer function of a compensated system. This is the output. This is the feedback. So now the open loop transfer function of the compensator equal to, so it actually is a closed loop system. Open loop transfer function means we have to multiply these three. So g 0 of s equal to 1 by 10 into 1 plus 20s divided by 1 plus 200s into 5 divided by s into 1 plus 2s. So now these two 10 will cancel. So g 0 of s equal to 5 into 1 plus 20s divided by 1 plus 20s divided by 1 plus 200s into s into 1 plus 2s. So this is nothing but the open loop transfer function of a lag compensator. So now the next step is, so far we found the, actually this is the compensated transfer function of the whole transfer function of compensated system. Otherwise we can say it is a block diagram of lag compensated system, but its open loop gain is, this is the open loop gain. After multiplication of these three blocks, actually we got open loop transfer function g open of s equal to 5 into 1 plus 20s divided by s into 1 plus 200s into 1 plus 2s. So now in the next step we have to verify. So for this open loop transfer function, whether the gain margin is 40 or some other value. If it is some other value means, once again we have to do the procedure by selecting eta equal to another plus 5. So now in the next step what we have to do, so we have to determine the actual phase margin of compensated system. Actual phase margin of the compensated system, so we can say phi naught is the phase angle of g naught of j omega. This is the phase value. Suppose, so now phi gc equal to the phase of g naught of j omega. So now we know from this, so what we have to do, so we have to find the phi naught of phi gc 0. So instead of s we have to use j omega. Actually we have to take g naught of s equal to 5 into 1 plus 20s divided by s into 1 plus 200s into 1 plus 2s. So now we have to put s by j omega. So now if we substitute here 5 into 1 plus 2j omega divided by j omega into 1 plus 200 j omega into 1 plus 2 j omega. So if we write the angle equation, so angle equation phi gc of 0 equal to, so if we take first 1 by j omega, it is minus 90 degree. Then next term is, we can take this term this term is nothing but plus. So this is numerator, therefore plus tan inverse of imaginary is 2 omega divided by 1. Real part is 1. Therefore we can say tan inverse of 2 omega. Next we have to take 1 by 1 plus 200 j omega. So it is in the denominator, therefore we have to use minus. Therefore tan inverse of imaginary part 200 omega divided by real part 1. So next one is 1 by 1 plus 2 j omega. So for that term tan inverse of imaginary part 2 omega divided by real part 1. So this is the phi gc of 0 equation. So now from this, if we want phi gc, so we have to substitute omega equal to omega gc 0. So we know omega gc 0. Omega gc 0 is nothing but the omega gc 0 is 0.5. So from the, it is nothing but the new gain crossover frequency. So new gain crossover frequency 0.5. So we have to substitute here minus 90 plus tan inverse of 2 into 0.5 minus tan inverse of 200 into 0.5 minus tan inverse of 2 into 0.5. So now we will get phi gc 0 equal to, it means angle at open loop compensated system gain crossover frequency. Its angle is nothing but minus 140 degree. Actually, so if we calculate the phase margin, it means open loop lag compensated systems phase margin gamma 0 equal to, we know 180 plus phi gc 0 equal to 180 minus 140 equal to 40 degree. So therefore gamma naught, it means phase margin of a lag compensated system equal to 40 degree. Therefore, but when we compare with the given problem, actually from the given problem, so what is the phase margin for a final lag compensator? So design a suitable lag compensator so that according to the given problem, the lag compensator's phase margin should be 40 degree. Therefore, in this step also we got phase margin equal to 40 degree. Therefore, we can stop in this step. Suppose if it is less than 40 degree means what we have to do? Suppose here if it is 30 degree means, so from the step 4, we have to plus the eta value. So initially we have taken the 5 degree. So here once again we have to add with 5 more degree. So for example, if we add one more 5 here, it will become 50. For omega n 50, so we have to continue all the steps, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8 until the calculation of gamma naught. It means lag compensated phase margin when the final value of lag compensated phase margin equal to given phase margin that is given in the problem. Phase margin of the lag compensated system equal to given phase margin. So now in the first step itself it is satisfied. Phase margin of the lag compensator equal to given phase margin. So we can stop. Therefore, the result. So finally we can write solution equal to, from the given problem, the transfer function of lag compensator. Transfer function of lag compensator GC of S equal to S into 0.05 S divided by S into 0.005. It is the simplified. Otherwise, we can write the same 10 into 1 plus 20S divided by 1 plus 200S. So this is the transfer function of lag compensator. Next one is open loop transfer function of compensated system. compensated system, G0 of S equal to 5 into 1 plus 20S divided by S into 1 plus 200S into 1 plus 2S. So these two are the required things for the given problem.